In France, farmers have staged a protest against the trade agreement between the European Union and the Latin American countries known as the EU-Mercosur deal. The protesters say large imports from Latin American countries may push out European producers and reduce standards within the EU.
Leaving their farms to voice their concerns on the highway. These farmers fear a possible double standard in an agreement allowing for imports that are not subject to strict EU regulations to compete against European produce.
We are here today to denounce the EU-Mercosur treaty. Emmanuel Macron left for Argentina and Brazil to ensure France's voice is heard with regard to this treaty. We do not want to import agriculture from these countries, since it is not produced according to the same standards as we have in France. We are capable of producing poultry, we are capable of producing beef. We do not need to import all these things from these countries, especially when they are not in fact produced with the same level of quality as here.
Police escorted the convoy of tractors, which was parked along the highway, as farmers camped in to spend the night. The agreement between the EU and Latin America includes Brazil, Argentina, Bolivia, Paraguay, and Uruguay, and it could allow up to 99,000 tons of beef and up to 1 million tons of maize, among others, to be imported into Europe. Last week, the EU Commission says it wants to protect European farmers in the deal.
We are precisely in a phase where we are addressing a number of concerns that have been raised by the European farmers community in particular, in order to ensure that these concerns are dealt with appropriately in the final agreement with Mercosur.
Brazil has been pushing to have the EU-Mercosur agreement signed by the end of the month, while it holds the presidency of the G20. Advocates for the deal, including the EU's biggest economy, Germany, say it will open up more markets for their own exports.